Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this lecture, we'll be talking about the living world. That is your unit number first is the diversity in the living world, and in that we are having the chapter that is the living world. So in this chapter, living world, we'll talk about what is exactly the living and what are the different characteristics of the living organism. So without any further delay, we will start that what is living. So बच्चों लोग हम आजू बाजू में जब देखते हैं you will see lot of different variety of organisms, living organisms. If you go outside you will see cat, you will see dog, you will see running horses, you will see elephant, you will see mosquitoes, you will see different types of insects, you will see different types of even the microorganisms. If we fell ill, then we go to the doctor and doctor will diagnose us with that we are having bacterial infections. So the bacteria, the insects, the plants, the animals, lot of diversity of living organisms exist in living world. So what are the different characteristics which confer them that they are the living organisms? हम क्यों उनको सब जो organisms होते हैं उनको living क्यों कहते हैं? तो उसके लिए उनके पास में कुछ characteristics होते हैं. तो वो characteristics के base पे we talk that they are the living organisms. Now in science or in this existence we are having two questions, primary two questions: what is the purpose of living and what is living? So obviously the purpose of living is related to the spirituality, जो हमें एज अ साइंस स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे डिस्कस नहीं करना है. हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करने वाले हैं व्हाट इज लिविंग. सो ट्रिमेंडस डाइवर्सिटी दैट एग्जिस्ट इन दिस universe is having lot of different characteristics. We'll see the characteristics of living organisms one by one. So first characteristics of living organism is growth. Okay, so what is growth? If you can see what is growth, let us discuss the first characteristic, that is the growth. Growth is, let me add the pen. Okay, fine. So what is growth? Growth is the characteristics of the living organisms, it is the characteristic which is shown by the organism. So what is growth? हम growth को कैसे define कर सकते हैं? Growth means what? Growth means increase in size and shape, or you can say in other words increase in mass of the organisms. Okay, और मास कैसे बढ़ता है? मास बढ़ता है जब हमारे बॉडी में जो वेट है और जो सेल्स है उसका अगर मल्टीप्लिकेशन होता है, उसका जो अगर डिवीजन होता है, if the number of cell increase then mass will increase. Okay, so ultimately it results in increase in size and shape. So that is what given here. So how the growth occurs? So growth occurs mainly due to the cell division. So it is the first thing that is responsible, or it is the main chief thing which is responsible for the increase in mass, and ultimately it results in the growth of the organisms. Okay, so this growth is one of the characteristics of living organisms. Now we can see if we know about the plant tissue culture, which is the advanced technique where we are able to generate an entire plantlet by using only a single plant cell. So we can clearly observe the cells multiplying, the cells dividing, and formation of callus in the in vitro culture. In vitro means what? In lab conditions. Outside the natural condition is called as in vitro culture. So growth can be observed there also. Okay. So, if we see, the question may arise in our mind whether it is the defining property. We can 100%, we can be 100% sure that if it grows, then it is 100% living organisms. So, obviously not. If you see the mountains, okay, if we grow if you see the mountain, it also grows. If we put sand on it, if we put soil on it continuously, the growth will happen, the mountain will grow. But can we assign that mountain as a living organism? Certainly not. So what is then growth, or what type of growth the living organism is having? Then that is, the growth must be from inside. In that, the growth is from outside. So that is the difference between the growth of non-living things and living things. Or in certain organisms, growth and reproduction are the same events, because for example, in unicellular organisms like amoeba, okay, if it's divide, it will form new organisms. So in certain unicellular organisms, the growth is the, you can say, synonymous with that of the reproduction. So finally, we came to this conclusion that even if the growth is the defining feature, is not a defining feature. We can't consider the growth is as a defining property of living organism. So in conclusion, I would like to tell that it is not the defining property of living organisms. Growth जो होती है वो living organisms की defining property नहीं होती. So always remember this. And next character of living organism will discuss in next video. Till then, thank you very much.